crafty people, and here we are again with Junk Journal July UK, hosted by Lindsay at the Vintage Button and Sandra at Be Happy Stationery. Today's prompt is 24 black and white, so we're day 24, not many left to go. I was merrily just sticking everything down and then remembered I need to make a video. I'm not all together with it today. Still on my first copy. So I'll just talk through what I've already done and then show you where we're going from here. So hopefully this will be quite a quick video. Let's try and keep it under 15 minutes. So I've printed off this lovely picture of a witch that I found on Pinterest. And this backing paper was just, I put in black and white or potion bottle wallpaper or something like that, and found an image that I've just printed out as well. So I've just put a couple of strips of lace on. I have this lovely pack of black and white sticky notes that I've just pulled out a chunk of the lined ones, and I've just put hex list on them. I'm not going to write any names on there. There are plenty I could put on there. And I have also printed off some spells that I found on Pinterest and just rolled them up, and then using some of this lovely silver string that I found in a charity shop for 50p. Just going to tie a bit of the string round it, and then just double knot it so it doesn't come undone. I'll probably add bows to those in a bit, but let's for that. And then I've got this scrapbooking paper, which is actually waterproof, which is quite cool, but also it's quite a nice scrapbooking paper, which I'm going to make a pocket out of. These bottles, I have just printed a couple of each. They're from a variety of stamp packs. One is actually a potions pack. Let me show you. One is actually a... So these are just empty bottles, and this one is a potions pack, and it's got all the the little warning signs: toxic, danger, poison, spider's webs, spider's legs, I think it actually says. And all I've done is I've printed them onto this paper that I have bubble printed. So a couple of weeks ago, my friend and I, Kat, we just sat and had a session with bubble printing. We've discovered it works really well with India ink because it's quite a strong colour. So you mix up quite a thick bubble mixture. We're using the actual kiddie bubble mixture because the washing up liquid has a green tinge. And then you just put a few drops of India ink in, get your straw in. Blow your mixture, and then just rest the paper on top until you can start to see the colour coming through the other side, and then that will give you a really nice print, and it actually dries quite quickly as well. We did try it with varying paints. We tried it with tempera paint and all sorts of different things that they suggest online, but actually using the ink gave us the best bubble texture, and I chose this so that you would have that kind of bubbly liquidy inside the bottles. So I'm just going to finish cutting them out, which is what I was doing when I realised, oh no, I haven't started a video. So yes, pocket. So let's just round the corners. Just to stress the corners a little. Just take some of that glaring white away. So it's a little bit glaring. And I want it a little bit spooky and muddy. I don't always... we're back. Sorry about that. My friend pops over in the morning and her daughter just came running in. So pause the video and we're back again. So I was distressing around the edge of this, which I'm going to stick down and make into a pocket for our hex list to go in. So I'm just going to get my yoo-hoo glue and I'm going to get one of my pieces of acetate type paper. No, that will fit in the pocket or not. Oh, it's all going wrong. And I'm going to, I want that as the top corner. So I'm just going to put a line of glue around 3 of the edges and pop that down. So I'm going to have that kind of come in at an angle from under her dress. I just used my sticky pads to stick her down. I'm going to have that just come in at an angle. Okay. And then on top of this, I'm going to create my collage of the potion bottles. So I've got this sticky lace that I'm just going to stick across the top there. So that can just go across the top of the pocket. And I've got this lovely washi kind of sticker with some writing on it. I'm not sure if I'm going to use that, but what I'm going to have is the potions bottles kind of stacked up here. Let's just cut this one out as well, just to create a little collage of potions. Yeah, 5, 6, and I've got this really teeny one that I'm just going to pop at the bottom corner. Oh, everything's falling on the floor today. So I think I've got a little bit more nervous about making these videos as I've gone on, because I'm now feeling the pressure, now that I know people are watching, I think, that, oh, it's got to be perfect. But actually, do you know what? I am a hot mess today. I've woken up this morning quite sore all over. My functional neurological disorder is playing up today, so my brain is not all together there. So I'm going to stick those down. So let's just do that. Now, I could use some of my sparkly pens and add a bit of kind of colour, but I actually want to keep this page as black and white as I can. So that one was there, wasn't it? So I'm just going to stick it down, and then we had this one. Sticking it down. And then we had that one over the top of them. Come down a little, and I've just overlapped them a bit. I might need to add some detail onto that bottle, just because it just kind of gets hidden. Oh, I'm completely sticking it down onto the wrong page. Hang on. Told you, hot mess. Oh my word. Somebody call the ambulance. She's having a moment and now she's singing online. Stop it. Okay. So there those, and I'll probably have to go round the front ones maybe to add a bit of detail. And then in my black sticker pack, I've got these lovely 3D stickers. So I'm going to have one of those just to add bit more texture to the top of the page. Come on, 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 come on. There you go. Just going to have that coming out the top up here. Let me get my black. This is my black sparkly pen. So we're just going to go around the outside of some. I'm not going to do the whole edge, just to make it so you can actually see the bottle. This is just a black doodle glitter pen. These, I've seen them in the range, but I think that I got mine from Home Bargains. There we go. Just makes them pop, and you can actually just see them against each other. We can just draw our own, and that's the beauty of having the bottles, that the backing paper. Right, so we've got a pocket, we've got our witch, we've got some background. I'm just going to put her hex list in there, and then I'm going to pop this sticker in just as a sticker. So we're going to pop that in. I quite like that. And anything else that might go in there. Let's have a look at our post-its. See if there was any others we want to put in. Let's give you just a couple of these. Again, I'm going to use, I had some spell paper left over. Where did I put it? Okay. Ah, there it is. So I'm just going to stick that onto the back of that. And pop that in the pocket as well. So we've got a sticker, we've got some paper to write on, and now for my actual spells, what I want to do is create a little bit of a bag, spell bag for her, that she can put her spells in. So I'm just looking, I have got some quite wide white lace. So I've got this lovely stuff. It is cream, but it's okay. So I'm going to take a length. I'm just going to fold it in half. Just fold the edges in a bit. And I'm just going to pop them in. And fold those edges in again. This is a little no-sew bag. And then I'm just going to use some of that silver thread. I was going to get some black, but I'm just going to use the silver. I'm just going to tie the bag up. And this one I'm only going to do a single knot on, because actually you might want to, oh no, there we go, double knot. And then just a little bow. And then we've just got her little bag of spells. I'm just going to flatten them out a little. So it's not too bulky on the page. And then lift her arm up. Put it on the top there. So there we have our black and white page with her little bag of spells. I may have another look at that to see if I can make it something flatter. But for now, here is our page. Thanks for watching.